Welcome to this explainer. So, you're getting ready for Kentucky's shampoo and styling license exam. You are in exactly the right place. We're going to break down the official rules and what you absolutely have to know to pass. Let's just kick things off with the one question every single student asks. It's the thing that causes so much stress, right? What happens when that inspector walks through the door? What are they actually looking for?
Okay, here's the big secret, and this comes straight from the source material. That PSI exam, the official test you've got to pass, it's not trying to see if you've memorized a bunch of regulation numbers. Nope. It's designed to test your behavioral compliance. And what that really means is it wants to see that you know how to act like a safe, responsible professional.
To make this super clear, we've broken this whole guide down into 5 simple sections. We're going to start with who makes the rules, then cover what you're personally responsible for, walk through what an inspection is actually like, tackle violations, and then pull it all together. Let's turn that test anxiety into some real confidence. Okay, let's dive right in. Look, to really get the rules, you first have to understand the rule makers. That's the Kentucky Board of Cosmetology. And you also have to get the whole point of the test itself. So the board is the official state authority, right? They're the ones handling all the licenses, all the regulations, and all the inspections. But check this out. All of these jobs point to one single thing. Their ultimate #1 job is to protect public health and safety. Every rule, every inspection, it all comes back to that one core mission. Now, this is what's so important again. This quote right here, it's the heart of the exam. The test is going to put you in different scenarios. It's not going to ask, hey, what's regulation number 201 KAR, blah, blah, blah. No way. It's going to ask, your disinfectant is missing. What do you do now? See? It's testing your professional actions, not your memory. Okay, so let's see how this whole idea of professional behavior actually applies to the 2 things that you are directly responsible for every single day, your personal license and the salon you work in. These are the absolute can't mess this up basics. So the crucial point here is that your license is so much more than just a certificate you hang on the wall. It has to be valid, it has to be current, and, this is a big one, it has to be available for an inspector to look at any moment. You can't have it at home, you can't have it locked in your car, it's got to be on site. And listen, your license is only good inside a licensed establishment, and that place has its own set of rules. It's got to be clean, have all the right supplies, proper lighting, good ventilation, and safe water. These aren't just suggestions, they're the bare minimum for keeping the public safe. All right, this is it, the moment that makes your heart start pounding. But honestly, it doesn't have to be stressful. Let's just demystify what happens when an inspector shows up by laying out exactly what their job is and what your job is. And this chart just lays it out perfectly. Look at the 2 columns. Their job, they come in, they review, they observe, they inspect. Your job, it's actually pretty simple. Cooperate, be truthful, give them what they ask for, and fix any problems they point out. It's a professional check-in, not a confrontation. So when they're looking around, what are they really zeroing in on? Well, it's mostly about sanitation. Are you disinfecting your tools the right way? Are you keeping your clean and dirty stuff separate? Are your bottles labeled? Is your workstation clean? I mean, this is ground zero for public safety, and they're going to check it really carefully. And please, remember this critical tip. This is almost definitely a test question. You cannot refuse an inspection. Just the act of refusing is, by itself, a serious violation of the rules. Cooperation isn't optional, it's mandatory. Now, let's get into the part of the exam that really puts your judgment to the test. What do you do when things go wrong? These scenarios are specifically designed to see if you're going to make the safe, professional choice even when you're under pressure. Okay, you're going to want to lean in for this one. The source material literally calls this next topic a PSI favorite. That's basically code for you are definitely going to see questions about this on your exam. So let's pay close attention. These are the big no-nos. Doing services you're not licensed for, using the wrong chemicals, not disinfecting your tools, working on an expired license. These are all serious violations that put the public at risk and can get you into some real trouble. So let's walk through a sample question. An inspector comes up and asks to see your license. What's the move? Let's think about this based on what we just covered. You can't say it's at home because we know it has to be there. You absolutely cannot refuse because that's a violation itself. And just ignoring them, that's unprofessional and also a violation. So what's the only correct professional choice? The correct answer, of course, is C. You just simply and professionally provide your license so they can review it. This shows you're cooperating, which is exactly what they're looking for.
Okay, here's another classic PSI scenario. You're in the middle of a service and the inspector notices you're all out of a required sanitation supply. What is the best response?
The only right answer is C. You have to stop the service immediately. Trying to borrow supplies from your friend or just saying you'll fix it later doesn't deal with the immediate safety risk. Continuing the service is unsafe. Stopping the service shows that you put your client's safety above everything else, and that's the core principle they're testing. This quote really just sums up this whole section. The test isn't trying to trick you. It's trying to see if you'll follow the rules and take immediate, correct action to fix a problem. That's what a true professional does.
So, let's wrap all this up by summarizing the key takeaways that are not only going to help you ace your exam, but will also be your guide throughout your entire career.
It all really comes down to these 5 points. Know that the board has authority, keep your license ready, always cooperate, make sanitation your absolute top priority, and if something's wrong, fix it right away. You notice how all of this points back to one thing, right? Protecting the public.
In the end, this quote from the source material just says it all perfectly. This isn't just about passing a test. It's about earning a public trust. The exam? That's just the first step. The real question is, how are you going to continue to uphold that standard every single day with every single client?